exactly is a universal law? Hearing so much about the law of attraction, did you know it's only one piece of a series of laws called the universal law? Well, I'm going to jump into that with you today and explain how many laws are there, how they work together, and if you stick around till the end, I'll provide practical applications so you can begin to use universal law in your life to create abundance and harmonious prosperity inward and outward. Sound like a plan? Let's dive into this. But before we do, you click the subscribe button since this is a series so you don't miss anything. Let's start with what universal law is not. Universal law is not religion specific or based. The key principles are founded on basic human ethics of goodness, morality, kindness, gratitude, and love, combined with a few simple laws of physics. Many similar practices may be found in various religion, teachings, and other cultures. It is not rocket science. Each of the following 12 universal laws are independent of each other, yet dependent on each other, overlapping and interweaving throughout life's cycle. Picture the figure 8, ever ending. The 12 universal laws are: 1. The law of divine oneness. 2. The law of vibration. 3. The law of correspondence. 4. The law of attraction. 5. The law of inspired action. 6. The law of perpetual transmutation of energy. 7. The law of cause and effect. You may know this one as something else. 8. The law of compensation. 9. Law of relativity. 10. The law of polarity. 11. The law of rhythm. And 12. The law of gender. Now, we're spiritual beings, whether we choose to admit that or not. And we're here on this earth having this human experience. None of us can deny that, right? This is where we begin talking about the law of divine oneness. I actually filmed the law of divine oneness once already, and I filmed it when I was in Greece, but some of the audio wasn't that great. So throughout this video, I'm going to show you a little bit of footage of Greece and the where I was in Greece, because it plays into that being connected with other parts of the world, and that we are all one source of energy, and we are all connected no matter where we are in the world. We are all extensions of a source of energy, the one source of energy, the universal source of energy. Some know it as God, others know it as the Creator. We are made up of our body, our soul, and our spirit. And that is all energy. Most of us never really expand our energy to the deep consciousness level that we should, or that we can actually tap into. Without sounding too hippie flaky, there is that conscious level beyond the physical body. It's undeniable. Many people have experienced it in near-death experiences, and it's well documented. It's beyond the physical body and what you can touch. The law of divine oneness is a little deep for some of us. Our physicality is only one small part of who we are and what makes us up. Now, some people have referred to this as the matrix, this one source. That kind of freaks people out sometimes, but it's part of universal law. The one source. Everything is connected. Everything is energy. Everything has a vibration, whether it's a piece of equipment or your car. Everything is vibrating on some level of energy and frequency, aka the matrix. Now, we may call it a game, the game of life. You may have referred to it as that. Like the Matrix, there are rules, and the universe has rules. And if you don't abide by those rules, there are consequences. The law of divine oneness says we are all a subset of the Creator and the higher spiritual powers. And we have powers that we have yet to tap into for most of us. Now, we're here in this physical body with a purpose, and we were gifted a set of skills that we may or may not already recognize and know. But those set of skills, should you fine-tune them and develop them, can bring you into a harmonious life and help you evolve in your true purpose. Most of us have difficulty moving past the physical realm. But even in the Bible, it said, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can command the mountains to move into the sea. In a higher consciousness, we can control those things. There are stories of monks elevating their bodies, transcending in time, and moving to different realms. You only have to look to find these stories. The law of divine oneness simply means we are all connected. Some of us may not necessarily like that or want to be connected, but everything that we do affects the divine collective of the universe and creates a ripple in the universal energy and frequencies. Think about when you contribute to others or you do something kind for someone else, it perpetuates that, right? And what does it do for you? It brings you joy. It elevates your vibration frequency that you're vibrating on, because everything is connected to everything else. What we think, what we say, what we do, what we believe, they'll all have corresponding effects on others and the world around us, consciously and unconsciously. All of humanity and God are one. We are always connected to the source of the Creator. The energy of God is in us and all around us at all times. It permeates through all living things. It's infinite, like the figure 8, and it's always available to us to draw upon. Each and every soul on this earth is a part of God's energy, the Creator's energy, the universal power. Each of us are entitled to exactly the same. We each came into the world with exactly the same, and we will leave with the same things. Everything, whether you can see it or touch it or you can't, is connected. That's the divine oneness. Now, let's talk about increasing awareness of this law and how you can actually start to utilize this law. By beginning to increase your awareness of being a part of everything and being connected to everything, you start to pick up on vibrations. You start to pick up on emotions. And you start to become able to tap into your empath ability. Each of us have empathic ability, and that is the ability to be able to sense other things around us. In some of us, it's just way more stronger than others. It's kind of like learning to listen to that little voice inside of you. It's important for us as a human race now more than ever to realize that we are all a part of the same power, energy, and we are all connected. As we do this, then we start to realize the good that we do or the bad that we do and how it affects each other and the ripples that it creates. It's so vital and important that we think about positive and think about good and project good and not project evil or bad, because ultimately in the figure 8 those things are going to loop back around to us. As you start to gain fuller understanding of the additional laws, you'll start to see how they interweave and connect even more. But for today, practice tapping in to your senses of what's around you and being connected to others and listening to your inner voice and feeling the vibrations and paying attention to your emotions. That's the practical application of the Law of Divine Oneness. Now, I have another video already created and posted on the Law of Attraction. I actually filmed that video in Turkey, on the Turkish Riviera, in a really unique setting. So make sure you check that out. I'll link it up right here and at the end of this video. Be sure you do click subscribe, because this is a series, so you catch the other 11 laws. And definitely share it with a friend. Don't forget to add your comments and questions below. They help me create more informative, free content for you. I'll see you in the next video. I'm Penny. Stay body positive so you can reap the rewards.